Hello, dear friends on YouTube, OpenFoamers, ladies, gentlemen, whoever you are, welcome back. We are going to continue talking about chtMultiRegionSimpleFoam. So in the last video, we are talking about the split mesh regions. So I believe we will have one on the left-hand side, the terminal on the left-hand side, show the multi-region heater radiation. And on the right hand side, I'll show you the copy. Yeah, the copy, so that we can talk about comparing step by step. So let's take a look at the all run again. Where we were previously was this all run pre. Okay, let's go all run pre. Okay, vi all run dot pre. Okay, so it runs the split mesh regions, and it's supposed to remove the fluid fields from the solid region. So if this code were functioning correctly, we should see, at least in the solid regions, perhaps the heater, that there should not be a row, RHO. Okay, so we don't see a RHO here. We should not see a new tilde. New T is not here. Alpha T is not here. Epsilon is not here. But the K is for some reason here, as well as the U. U is here. PRGH, QR, G, and I default. So QR, G, and I default. So let's check the 0 of the original copy where we run it on, the multi-region heater case. So apparently these files are still here. So perhaps there's something wrong with this code. That's a first guess. So I suppose one could actually copy this all run pre to see whether it's actually working or not. cpar all run pre all run pre 2. Why am I copying this over? I'm doing that so that we can do a step-by-step kind of a debug. So I'm going to keep this first two lines. This line I'm not going to run, so I'm going to do a pound sign there, or hashtag, and I'm going to hashtag the last bit as well, and I'll do an all run pre 2. Okay, cd0 and vi heater. Apparently the fields are still there for some reason. So let's see, U is still here, and let's see bottom air and see whether there's any difference in the U. There's still a fixed value, and it's yeah, it's a fixed value. Okay, so there is nothing, it doesn't seem to be working, this script, right? So what is it supposed to do? It says for regions in foam list regions solid, you're supposed to remove all these files. So instead of that, let's do it this way. So we have instead, I'm going to copy this bit, I'm going to paste it here. Okay, using the right click. So I'm going to do a pound sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, what I think it's supposed to do is to remove all of this stuff. Instead of using the region, we can use heater, and we can do that. That's one. The other solid region will be left solid. And of course, the last region will be right solid. Okay, so let's see whether this runs correctly. Pre2. So let's see 0 and let's see heater. Okay, apparently all the files are still there for some reason. Okay. So it's not about this direction. Apparently, it looks like this. Well, there are a few other bugs we can solve. Maybe we need to put a dot over here to tell it to remove the things in the 0 directory. Okay, we can try that. 1 dot here, 2 dot here, and 3 dots here. Okay, again, let's try and run this. No, I don't really have confidence that that is actually the problem. It's always worth a try. cd 0.heater. Okay, still the same. So that does not seem to be the problem. Now perhaps the problem is having these things in the brackets. Maybe I'll just have U removed. Okay, let's see whether that removes U. That should be a very basic script. Heater. And yep, all of a sudden we see that U is missing, as it should be. So maybe it's something to do with the curly braces. Okay. Maybe it's something to do with the curly braces. Okay, let's try the next one. RM F heater, and let's see what's the next thing we need to remove. We need to remove PRGH. So maybe this step needs a one step at a time kind of a removal thing. But instead of using PRGH, which we know will work, we can always put this in a bracket to see whether having one thing in the bracket works or not. Because my speculation is that things aren't the things aren't being removed because they are in this curly braces. Maybe that causes a bug. So let's take a look at 0 heater, and let's see whether PRGH is removed. And indeed, PRGH is not removed, perhaps because they are in some sort of curly bracket. Okay. So let's take a look at all run pre2. All right. So if we remove the brackets, okay. Yeah, if we remove the brackets, let's run all run pre2, and we should see that the heater will have removed the PRGH. Okay, so originally I was thinking of doing change dictionary, but I kind of veered off into doing this instead. So we'll probably have to do change dictionary in a slightly later part of this video. So let's see. Yeah, we run to remove multiple files using RM. Okay, so this is normally how we have to do the file name removal. Okay, RM, file name 1, file name 2, file name 3. And if we run to remove, for example, all PDF files, we can use the following command. Okay. And then the other thing is with curly braces. Let's see what the curly braces does. Okay, for example, okay, let's say we have this, we look at this one, Stack Overflow, this guy asking this question. All right. So what it says is that I have a list of files inside this Linux server. I want to remove all of this. So he's deleting it one by one. So he wants to remove multiple files at once. So you can use this brace expansion. Okay, so for example, you have this abc log dash, and then you put these curly braces in here. abc log blah 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 blah. So yeah, so this curly brace expansion is a mechanism where arbitrary strings can be generated. So it's supposed to work like that. You have A, and then this will come B, and then for example A D E. So you take the first curly braces here, A D E, then becomes A C E, then becomes A B E. So let's do an echo just to test. Echo means like to print A, B, D, C, and then E. So this is how it will turn out. So that's what the curly braces are there for. Though apparently it's not working over here. Okay, perhaps the other reason, maybe you want to put a RF there, so we can take a look at the left and right solid to see. I mean, the other thing is that we see that we use RF over here instead of just RM-F. So that's just basic Linux. Okay, let's see 0, and let's see left solid. Okay, again, we don't have any effect. See the right solid, no effect. Okay. So this is supposed to remove all of this, but apparently for some buggy reason it is not doing so. Yeah, that's a curious bug. Yeah, I am very puzzled as to why it is not working like that because of the curly braces. Hold on. Yeah, it is. Well, the other way that we have bugs is that it's for region in some foam list regions and solid, and then apparently this region could be the wildcard, could be the reason it's not working. However, we do see that the change dictionary actually works, so we can't say that okay, it is because of this. All right. So we tested it with listing out the solid regions out one by one, and we found that things in the curly braces are not working. All right, so that is a curious point. There may be other reasons why this is not working, because if we put these things down one by one, it will work. If we put things down one by one with curly braces, it does not work. Well, the last thing we might want to do is to actually get rid of this, because maybe something in the run functions it's not running correctly. Okay, so it says run from this directory and use the tutorial run functions. maybe these curly braces are interfacing with these run functions and then causing it not to work correctly. So I'm just going to run pre2 like this, and let's see the 0 to see whether anything is not working. Okay, everything is still there, which is kind of funny. So why not, let's take it out. Okay, and run it like this. CD left solid. So for some reason, it's not running properly inside the script, but if you take it out of the script, it seems to be able to run normally for some reason. Okay. Now perhaps perhaps it is something to do with the one other possibility is that it's something to do with the scripting permissions. All right. Okay, so let me execute the other code, which is this, and that should also remove everything in the right solid as well, which it does, which is brilliant. Apparently when we run it from command line, it does seem to work. It just doesn't seem to run in the script over here. So perhaps Linux has something against removal of files using scripts. So let's see if that has something to do with that, or that could be a reason, you know. And now here is one possible answer from the Ubuntu forums. So we see that curly brace expansions don't seem to work in bash scripts. But so you see, you're trying to use a curly brace expansion in a bash script, but it's not working for this guy in Ubuntu. It works in other distributions such as Arch, Fedora, and Debian, but it works in Ubuntu as well, but only in the command line, as we have seen just now, and not in a bash script. I've tried it on Ubuntu, multiple Ubuntu machines, so it's not specific to one configuration. For example, you want to make directory A and B, so this works, but if you put it in a script and you do the same thing, you can't. So it's not passing the expansion. So we need to put in this # exclamation mark bin bash to actually put it in. So I'm just going to do that and see whether this works. Okay. And so this is a Ubuntu specific thing. So let's see, all run pre2, and let's do this. We need to put in the bin and bash there. Okay. And let's see if this works. Okay. vi all run pre2. Okay. It's just the top one. This we can delete. Okay. The rest will be okay. Okay, let's see whether this runs properly. We should take a look at the left solid, which is great, and see the right solid, which is also great. And let's test it out for the heater as well. Let's test it out for the heater. Delete this. I want to copy this and paste. All right. So let's do it for the heater. Okay, let's do an all run now, and let's see whether it goes correctly. And ta-da! Great! See, now it works. So that's the only thing we need to do, is to run it using the bash script on top. So this is some Linux trick, especially for Ubuntu distributions, that we need to know. It's kind of a detour at the side, and then we can run a change dictionary much later. Okay, so let's remove, just for the completeness sake, let's just remove all run pre2, and let's modify all run pre, and let's do bash here instead of that sh. Okay, so I'm going to do all clean, and let's do an all run pre. Now this should be able to work correctly. So let's take a look at cd0, and let's take a look at the heater. Ta-da! So runs correctly. So yeah, that's all I have for this video. It's kind of a detour, but it kind of gives you some idea into writing scripts for bash. A little kind of a detour, but in the next video, then we'll really do change dictionary. So it's yeah, that's all we have. So this is just a debug kind of thing for the OpenFoam script to make it work on Ubuntu. So this is something you should be wary about, but we learn as we go along, and that's the part of the fun of learning. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.